Hello everyone, welcome to your Triple T Thursday on a Friday. So yesterday, I don't know what happened. I don't know if any of you have had this issue before where your USB keyboard, a wireless keyboard, just refuses to connect to your computer. Tried a new keyboard, tried multiple things. I have no idea. It just like you would be typing lots of letters and none of them would, or like 1 out of every 10 letters would show up. I don't know why. Okay. It kept me offline yesterday, but today I'm going to make it up to you. So one of the things that I had wanted to do, and I'm a little overdue for, is my channel reviews for all of my YouTube members. So I'm going to do that now. Super excited about it. If some of them happen to be here and want to ask questions and you want to pop in, great. I'm super excited to have you here. Let's chat about this. Okay. Now, if you did not know, I also have a, where is it? Dun, 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 dun. If you subscribe to the channel, which by the way is no longer red. Have you guys seen that? Now the icon is now white. What do you guys think about that? What do you think? Let me know. But now the icon is white and it's supposed to be improved readability and improved, for visually impaired type services as well. It's supposed to help with that. I think the red is kind of iconic, so it's kind of a change. It's part of the new UI changes that have been recently announced and started to be implemented. Let me know if you have seen them and if you have thoughts and opinions on them. If you haven't seen one, there's this kind of ambient mode, which is a little bit of like this light leak that is happening on like videos when you're watching them and playlists. It kind of gives you a larger thumbnail image preview, as well as these rounded edges on the thumbnail. So all those people out there who were perhaps using more squared off rectangular borders, you might not see that as much serving you, because under the new kind of preview, it has this slightly rounded edges. So I think that's interesting to see as well. There's also the join button that has changed, which is now after you subscribe to a channel, now under the bell notification. And that's how you also unsubscribe from a channel. So it seems a little counterintuitive to some, but I think it will take a little getting used to, and then people will like it. Let me know what y'all think about that though. Let me know what you think. Okay, so all of that being said, one of the things that I also said, well, I can also say, you can follow me over here on my socials, okay? Please do so. I need more friends apparently on social media, but I am overdue in doing the channel evaluations and channel checkups for my channel members, okay? So if you're interested in becoming a channel member, if you want to join, you can certainly do so. We try and do something special for you each month, as well as you get access to some cool emojis and whatnot for chat and things like this, where I'm going to evaluate your channel. So I'm going to be firing this up and doing a screen share with y'all. So let's start over here and let's do a screen share. Here we go. First channel member up in the queue. This is Dr. Elo. And Dr. Elo, let's take a look at your channel. So what we're looking here in a quick evaluation is if I had no idea who you were and I was landing on your channel page, what would I be seeing? What would I be thinking? So first of all, kudos to you on the purple and all of the branding, because you know that purple is my favorite color. So I am there. I'm in it to win it on that one. All right. So here it says Dr. Elo, red little icon, and says live streaming. Yeah. Live streaming. So that tells me when you get to your banner here, it says live streaming, hacks, tutorials, and tech reviews. So all of that is fine. And I guess the little graphic here, it's not clickable, but it does serve as a visual reminder for people to subscribe. I don't know if you want to change it now that the color scheme has changed on the section button, but also what you have here is you're looking off and you're not making eye contact. The first thing you're actually looking at over here is this Amazon Live area. So I don't know if it's intentional that you want people to look at the Amazon Live or down at the subscribe button or something else, but it's just interesting that that is what you have here. And then you have LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. So you have all of these 5 different social media sites that you are alluding that people can find. All right, so one of the things here under your home section is you do have a, I was just saying yesterday, I made a community post, hey James, that for some reason my keyboard would not be recognized by my computer. So I kept trying to type things. I couldn't type anything. It was only registering like 1 out of every 30 letters. I've never had that before, even after I restart the computer and everything. So I was just like, I can't live stream like this. Like, it's really difficult not to ever use some keys on a keyboard. So I was just like, okay, it's just not in the cards for me. So I'm trying it today, and for the most part, it's working. So we're doing, for all the channel members, I'm doing a quick YouTube channel check-in. So if you're down for that, keep hanging out. All right. So here I do like that you have on the home page, you have a specific video for subscribers. I'm assuming you probably have a different video for people who are not subscribed yet to your channel. So kudos and well done on that for having something here for people to look at. One thing that I might say is which video that you place here can have some importance. And this isn't just for Dr. Elo, this is for anybody. When you put a video here, you're either going to want to do one of a few things. You may want a video that is serving you in terms of watch time, or perhaps serving you in the most subscribers drawn to your channel, or perhaps even just the most views. Or, like I said, if it is for someone who's never subscribed to your channel before, then having a channel trailer, which is usually a quick blurb under a minute or so. So think like a short, and it could just be who you are, what kind of videos you make, what people would expect if they were coming to your channel. And that can be really helpful for that channel trailer, because if people do happen to land on that page, take a look at the video and say, hey, that sounds good, then hopefully they would hit that button, right? So I like that you have this. You've really leaned into more of the kind of Animoji, the cartoon character of yourself, which I think is fine and kind of distinguishes you apart from some others. So I like that. You have a lot of bold colors here, and then you have things like, oh, look at this. Like, this is obviously a tech piece of, a piece of tech that you were reviewing, and then it's very clearly marked what it is, all that stuff. So in here, you're participating in shorts, so that's awesome. So you've got some new stuff, you got equipment stuff, and you're even doing stuff like adding, text so that you can let people know right away what it is that you're looking for. So a lot of that, really, really good. Another thing is going to be, here we go, hacks and tips, tech reviews and tutorials. So what I do like about this is you promised me 3 things up here, right? You said hacks, tutorials, and tech reviews. And this is all based around live streaming. So if I were being pedantic, then I would make sure that they are exactly in the order in which you've listed them. Hacks, tutorials, and tech reviews, which I think you have done. So hacks, oh, you did not. Hacks, tutorials, tech reviews. So it's hacks, tech reviews, and tutorials. So technically, right. But I could understand why you'd want to do the tech review here, because you have more items in your playlist, so it fills up that real estate on the screen going side to side. So I like that. I like that you're doing the thumbnail faces from your like Bitmoji image instead of like your real face. It's just like, it's funny to me. I love that. So I don't have a ton to complain about when it comes to your thumbnails. I will say that sometimes you want to be careful with the use of arrows. Usually 1 arrow, maybe 2, but you have 3 and they're kind of thin arrows and they're not necessarily highlighted. They're not, and I don't really know exactly what they're pointing to, because a lot of this stuff is hidden behind this no man's land, which is the timestamp, as well as the watch or like add to playlist. So actually it just looks like you're pointing towards those, if you can see that on this as I hover on it. So be careful when you're hiding icons all the way to the far right-hand side of your thumbnails and pointing at them, because some of that messaging is getting lost in there. Hey, Sammy, great to see you. Your channel will be coming up as well I'm doing channel reviews for all of my channel members. So you are queued up as well. So if you're interested in that, hang around and I'll be getting to yours. I think it's 3rd in line. All right. So I like that you have these different backgrounds. One thing that might be interesting to me is if you want to use a lot of this live streaming, you could even use different colors for the same type of template for, I don't know if it's for a particular day or if it's a particular topic, anything like that. So I would just take a look at that, because sometimes when you're looking at it visually, you actually have 3 of them with this kind of same, and then you have one that's different. Obviously, you're talking about live streaming banners and graphics, but if you are going to put it under this with the tutorials and stuff, it almost looks out of place based on what you're doing here. Then when you look at the past live streams here, this is more an effective use of the arrow. You've got one arrow you're pointing at. I don't know exactly what you're pointing at, but it looks like 3 different people. Again, be careful with the small little images over there because you can't quite see what it is. And you want to be possibly cognizant of the fact that some of these is just a lot of text going on the screen. So think about when you are staring at this, right? How much text is really on there. You know, I'm definitely a proponent of the less words, the better. No more than 5 words, no more than 6 letters in a word. And you've got a lot of stuff, like you don't need how to make an Amazon Live outline, especially when the title of the video is exactly the same. So I would not be sitting there repeating my title along with my thumbnail title as well, if that makes sense. So it's just like script for Amazon would be fine, which is 3 words, versus how to make an Amazon Live outline. Probably just not needed, and it's like superfluous at that point to kind of just double down on it. Unnecessary. So at least you have kind of coordinated out your front page. So super excited for that. You're participating in shorts. You're doing the lives, playlists. Some of you have the tutorials, the hacks, shorts, tech reviews, Vlogmas. I bet you have more than that because you have plenty of videos. All right. Are you utilizing your community tab? Yes, you are. Looks like you're doing that. And also, is this a class? This is a class. And it's also, I was going to say, I didn't know if you were putting an affiliate link for something like that, but okay. You're using the news. You're posting about once a week. Posting about once a week. All right. You don't feature any other channels. Come on, Dr. Elo. This is where you start to garner that community, right? You could have Doc Rock in here. You could have Ecamm in here. You could have BeLive in here. You could have all of the different services that you use if you want to do something like that. About, here we go. Helping you get more comfortable around live streaming. Okay. You can find full bio here. No one's going to go copy this and then be like, let me go check out your full bio. Like, okay. This I don't like because of the fact that you have all of these things that basically people have to copy and paste. And anything that puts more static between you and the person initiating or doing an action, it just makes it harder. Because like if I'm a person who wants to actually do this, I can't click any of these. These are unclickable links for me. So they are down here clickable, right? But in here in your description, like no one wants to come here and read your affiliated links down here when it's probably copy and pasted as something inside of the description of all of your videos, right? No one's going to come directly to your about section and start looking for your affiliate links. Like, and then get on my calendar. Again, I don't like this. I would rework this entire about section. If someone does want to get on your calendar, why do they want to get on your calendar? Who have you helped? How did you help them? What results did you get from it? What were the increased deliverables? What were the executables? Like, this is just a list of links that I can't even click on. Dr. Elo, do better than the, I expect more from you. Do better. You know, I hate with love, so I just want you to be better. That is my first initial thoughts on that. If you want to chat about how to make your about section perhaps a bit stronger, I'd be happy to brainstorm with you. I think that this section needs an overhaul, and if you want to leave it in as a template for your videos, fine. I'll allow it. I don't want it here in your about section. I want you to change this, like a lot, like soon. All right. Thank you, Dr. Elo, for being the next contestant on How's My Channel Doing? And thank you for being a channel member. Next up, we have Pixelpia. Pixelpia, 1,000 subscribers. Woo, woo, woo. Yes. Pixelpia, my Swedish teacher. I don't know. Okay, let's do this. Pixelpia, it says never stop learning. Now, I understand and I love that, and especially because you're a teacher, okay? I will say one thing with this tiny little avatar, a lot of people are probably not going to be able to read that until they get onto a desktop computer. And with 70% of traffic coming from mobile phones, I would maybe lose that border on the avatar one, just because I want to see more of your face. That's a personal opinion. If you hate it, don't worry about it. I feel like I need that housewives meme, like, that's my opinion. All right. So it says internet and social media for beginners. That is well explained. I love that. It says tutorials, news, tips and tricks. And then there's, again, the never stop learning. I understand where you're going, I think, with the teacher stuff, because you've got, the apple on the desk, you get the coffee. I don't know what happened over here, but to me, please let me know if anyone else is seeing this or is bothered by it. I am bothered by it. It looks like there was some sort of cropping mistake that happened over here with something that was in a background that wasn't completely erased correctly. You can dispute that with me if you disagree with me, but that's what I'm seeing kind of over here, is maybe some sort of cropping or background error. And that's kind of also with this, where it was almost the background erased from this set of books and spiral notebooks. I'm nitpicking, but I'm saying that if I'm looking at this, that is something that calls out to me. And then I see these like Post-its. The Post-its themselves don't really add much to anything because there's nothing on the Post-its. I can't read the Post-its. And so then it makes me wonder, is this incomplete? Was it supposed to have stuff on it? Is it supposed to be bigger? And I feel like the internet and social media for beginners could actually be larger. I feel like it could go side to side on the banner to be a little bit more clear, just because once again, when I see this on a phone, it's going to be even smaller. And I know that everybody designs for a desktop experience, it seems like, but I feel like we could revamp this a bit. Let me know your thoughts, Pixelpia, if you're watching this on the playback. I just feel like bigger text, utilizing more of the side-to-side space, especially because you have so much of that like white brick wall against the back. If it was internet and social media for beginners on top, line, and then underneath, kind of like on Dr. Elo's, let me go back to it, file reopen. So where it was hacks, tutorials, tech reviews. So imagine we've got the, social media for beginners on the top line, just where it says live streaming. And then underneath that, right, where it says hacks, tutorials, tech reviews, on yours, it would be tutorials, news, tips and tricks, or stuff like that, right? And then you might even have you on the side with the never stop learning coming out like a thought bubble. Or something like that. It's like a saying that you say all the time, right? Or in a little quotation, like never stop learning, and that's your thing, and it's hidden off to the side. Whereas if you're on desktop, you will see it, but if you're on mobile, you don't see it. So that's kind of one of those little Easter eggs, kind of like, I'm not trying to say my channel is the best anything, okay? I just want to show you this real quick. If you are on the mobile phone, right, you will see from here to here and through the end of my logo. If you were then on desktop, all of a sudden you see free YouTube guide with an arrow. So that's the extra that's added once you get into desktop mode. Let me know if that makes sense. And I feel like your little Easter egg bonus thing over here on the side could be the you with the never stop learning. But I feel like we could just hone in and be a little bit, where's Pixelpia? Dang it, I lost it. Did I lose it? Oh, because I went to mine. My bad. But I feel like we could be and get a little bit more clear. I think we could dump these Post-its. I think we could clean up this image over here. I think, we can utilize this white brick background to go ahead and say more of the text of what it is that you're doing, and then use you coming out of this with the never stop learning as the Easter egg over here if we kill this plant. let me know your thoughts on this. I would love to get some feedback. And I think I would lose the Never Stop Learning inside of this with your name. Personal opinion. I do like here that you have a separate video for, I'm sure, subscribed versus not subscribed. It looks like you've chosen to do the one that is your most recent. So that could make sense if it's not your most recent. Okay. So you chose a video for a specific reason. Maybe you're just trying to drive more traffic to it, or maybe you released a new video and you haven't updated that link yet. Not sure. So down here, what you've promised me is tutorials, news, tips, and tricks. So let's look at what you've got in your homepage playlist. We have Google Docs, Google Chrome, Google Keep, Google Calendar, Twitter one question tutorials, Pinterest one question tutorials, Facebook for beginners, Instagram for beginners, Canva for social media, podcast for beginners. Okay, so one thing is, internet and social media for beginners. Okay. So, okay. You know, one thing that you kind of remind me of, I'm just going to put this out there. Oops. You remind me a little bit. No, what happened? Okay. You remind me a little bit of Steve Dotto. Just a little bit of an older teaching, older. Don't take that the wrong way, okay? So here it says content creation and productivity tutorials by Steve Dotto, right? So if you were on the mobile version, you're getting this stuff. All of this over here is just bonus stuff that you're seeing once you get into desktop mode. So over here, when I look at his homepage, let's see, featured videos, 1-minute tech tips about Zoom, about productivity, about Google Apps and Evernote, and security and privacy, popular uploads, webinars, and then featured channels. Oh, there's Jeremy. If you guys didn't know, Creator Unlock is Jeremy Vest. There we go. So, Pixelpia, you actually remind me a bit of Dotto Tech. And it may be worth taking a peek at his channel about how he's organized his channel and his playlist. That might be beneficial for you to take a peek at. All right. So, if we look over here, you are doing some shorts. Yeah, look at that. You're even doing all sorts of like Bitmoji stuff for it. Sweet. So one thing I have noticed about your tutorials is you use a lot of like stock things for your thumbnails. Now, that can be fine, but it can be a little bit harder for people to recognize and know when it is that they've stumbled across a video that is by you and your channel. So if you are starting to get and build an audience of people who know, like, and trust you, I would not know that this is your video versus this video versus this video versus this video. And so I would love for you to experiment a bit here with using your face in some of the thumbnails, just because you are few and far between. Right? So here's you very small in the computer. People would have to be looking for you and know. And because you're not necessarily coming out of the screen, it's not like a super solid colored background where it's very immediately eye-catching to go look at what's on the computer. You might skip by that and miss that you're completely in it, right? So you have a lot of videos and just so many of them have these stock images of things for your, and I'd love to know how your click-through rate is on the ones that have your face in them, your personal face in them, versus some of these others. So I would love to see that as an experiment. Please tell me if you would be up for that, just because I think that you're going to attract an audience by having more of your face in some of them so people can recognize it's your video and realize who it is that's teaching them. Okay, let's take a look here. Are you using your community tab? Here we go. What would you like more tutorials? Look at you with the icons and everything. Yes, somebody responded. Did you respond to them? Oh, it was just you leaving a comment. Okay, starting the party off. What's another one after that? 2 weeks ago. Let's see. Oh, look at that. There. Sharing. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. You know, you're using the community tab, probably not as often. No shared other channels. What is wrong with y'all? James, Louise, Pixelpia, Sammy, you guys should be linking to each other. A lot of you talk about the same things, man. Womans. Okay, let's take a look. Are you curious about how to use the internet and social media in a better way? Maybe. I make videos for, okay, I would start with, hi, welcome to Pixelpia. You know, I've been a teacher for blank years. I love using the internet and teaching people. So if you open a description with something like, do you want to do X? And someone immediately says no, then you could get that immediate turn off factor. I'm like, nope, not the channel for me, which could be a good thing. But you could also be like, I don't know yet. Who are you, right? So sometimes when you think about that inverted triangle of importance, when you think back to magazine and newspaper like articles, it starts with this killer, hook, and then it has like jam-packed couple of sentences and then kind of like goes down to like blah, 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 whatever's, and then maybe hits you at the end with something strong. So especially when it comes to just like a description on a YouTube video before the fold, before they have to go click more, which so many people don't do. We want to make sure that we stuff that first couple hundred characters with the most important stuff here, right? So let's make sure that we are looking at this in a little bit more powerful of a way. I think we could do a little bit better with this. I also see some stuff here again with the unclickable links. Guys and gals out there, unclickable links don't get clicked because I can't. But it's just a waste of characters. Please don't do this. Please stop doing this. Okay. I don't want to yell at people anymore. Okay. Or don't listen to me. Whatever. You do you. I can't stop you. Okay. But you might also want to take a look at my merch store. Might I also want to? When you use language that is almost permission based in a way like this, you might not. Oh, hey, stop. What is, oh, shoot, my little guy. Where's my little animation? Wait, don't. Where's my animation thing? Why can't I make it smaller? Wait, stop. Come back. Where are you? Where are you? Where is it? Streamlabs with you over here. Can I make you smaller? I don't think I can. Okay. Thank you, whoever. Okay, let me go look. Hey. It says right here, Sammy Superstar. It says, when you get to my channel review, reload the page I just updated. Oh, okay, awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much for your super chat. Let's do the super chat dance here. Hold on 1 second. And Superstar, you didn't have to do that. That's really, really kind of you. I appreciate your super chat so much. And yes, your channel is up next. And don't think you can just butter me up and win me over with or do think that, people. Yes. No. Okay, we'll see. We're getting to your channel next. Don't worry. We'll take a peek. But yes, I will refresh. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much for that. All right, here we go. Back to this. So I am Pixelpia, a 63-year-old teacher in Sweden living in the U.S. Boom. That's your opening line. Okay. Boom. Move that one to the top, I think. Let's see. I've been active on the internet since mid-1990s. I am self-taught tech lover that strives to inspire. Good. Don't forget to subscribe. No. No. Unclickable link. If you want to support my channel, buy me a cup of coffee. Unclickable. That's what you are. And forevermore. Stop doing this. All right. So, and another one. I feel like DJ Khaled. And another one. Let's stop with the unclickable links in the descriptions, people. Can we make a vow? If you're out there, can we make a vow? No more unclickable links in descriptions. Please. Right? These links should be here. Subscribe, my digital shop, my merch, my buy me a coffee, all clickable links here going to some place, right? These, yes. Up here, no. Can I get an agreement from people in the chat? We will not put unclickable links in our description anymore, Shelly. We will save that valuable real estate for something else. Please. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if we are agreeing no more unclickable links in the descriptions, okay? All right, so Pixelpia, congratulations on breaking 1,000 subscribers. Let's rework your channel banner a bit. Let's do a little mix in your description box, but super proud of you. All right, moving on. Sammy Superstar. That is what you are. Also, Sammy recently also crossed the 1,000. Very proud of you. All right, let's refresh. Everyone take a snapshot in your mind of what it looks like now versus. Dink, dink. Oh, new banner. Hey, check you out. Check you out. All right. Oh, that was very Matthew McConaughey, right? All right. All right, so we have live streaming for new streamers. Doesn't get better than that. However, Sammy, I might say live streaming for new streamers. Oh, it's a temporary banner. Okay. When are you putting out videos? Could be something if you do have a regular upload schedule, like if it is advice from, live streamer on tech, equipment, software. I don't know exactly. One man, I know Luis has kind of like that one manpreneur type of solo show. When you, here, let me show you here. So we go and take a peek at Luis, right? And it says, Mr. Camera Junkie, solo production specialist. So solo production specialist, all of this kind of makes sense, and everything that's showing in, it's Doc Rock back here. I didn't know until I actually looked at the big banner. Everything that you see here does kind of make sense when it comes to the live streaming thing, the equipment that you need, blah, blah, blah. I don't know about the shirt thing, but then this gets a little bit more cluttered with the weekly live stream and more. It's a little bit scattered because it's so close to the t-shirt thing, but that's that bonus section that you're not going to see until you're really on a desktop. But I digress. Here we go. Back to live streaming for new streamers. Here's the thing. One thing I would ask you, can we please take some photos that have all of the rest of your body? When you have ones that are obviously cropped off at the shoulders and such, unless you're shoving it up against the edge of a photo, it just looks like a bad chop shop, Photoshop type of thing. So if you, and I've done this before, I have used an image of me where you can see at least one of my shoulders. I flipped it, mirrored it, and then cropped in so that it just shows the other shoulder. So to make it at least seem like all of the body is there. Does that make sense? I've definitely done that in several. And now I try and make sure that if I take a photo, especially if I'm going to be removing the background of it, whether PicMonkey, Photoshop, whatever, I try and have both shoulders because I don't want to have to add shoulders later. It's just a pain in the butt thing that I don't want to have to do. Also, I have several where I have the hands up here like this on either side, which come in handy because sometimes you got to do it and flip it. Anyways, so one thing I would say here is if we could get the shoulder, that would be nice. Another thing here is sometimes you have this same expression and the same shirt. And so I can tell that you're reusing a lot of the same assets. If you're going to do that, which is fine, you can do that. Can we at least, I don't know if you're using Photoshop, Canva, PicMonkey, whatever you're using, but change the saturation and color, at least on the shirt. That way it makes it look, and I have several of those and I can show you as an example, where I've got me wearing a t-shirt and then I change the color of the t-shirt in the photo editing software from red to blue to orange to some other color. Even if it's the same photo, even if it's the same pose, I am wearing a different colored t-shirt, which helps with the monotony of the thumbnails, especially when you keep using the same image over and over and over again. Let me know if that makes sense, okay? But let's keep that in mind, because unless you're someone like Steve Jobs who only ever wears the black turtleneck or, you know, the t-shirt that is one color, that is an extra way to pump some extra mileage out of the same photo shoot and stuff, okay? So when we're taking a look at this, you've got a mic kind of out here, but it's not necessarily pointing at anything and you're not in your face. And so it's kind of like this unnecessary, unneeded prop. But you do have an arrow here, one arrow with never miss a video. And this is sub confirmation equals. Okay, this is your subscribe button. Okay, I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. Let's take a look at your homepage. One thing about me, I'm the baddest. Okay, don't come after me, Nicki Minaj. Alrighty here. So you have a video that is set here for subscribers versus probably people who aren't subscribed. So that's great. And it looks to be your most recent video from 5 days ago. That's fine. Like I said, when you are selecting your video for this spot, you can go down many different avenues. You can go down the avenue of one that has gained you the most watch time, especially if you're a channel that's going after watch time and trying to get more. You can sometimes throw in a longer video here because if they're already subscribed to you, they're a little bit more prone to watch something that might be a little longer, hopefully getting you a little bit more watch time. Whereas opposed to people who aren't subscribed, you maybe want that channel trailer, something that will entice them to keep watching more of your videos. You can also go after something that has gotten you, again, the most subscribers. If you want that to be on your front page, you can go after ones that have gotten the best retention levels. So there's lots of different ways to do that. Keep that in mind. As we're looking here, we've got live streaming superstar interviews. That's how you have to say that, anyone who's talking about that playlist. All right, interviews that will be giving you the info that you need to get to the next step of creating. I would gander a guess. That's all you have there. So here's one thing with this. A lot of people don't realize that also playlists do come up in search results. So if you are someone who has not spent a lot of time in creating a bit more of a description here, you're kind of missing out. At least a couple hundred characters. Write a paragraph here about what people are going to get, right? Interviews from who? Interviews from other creators on YouTube that are killing it in live streaming, in, you know, on LinkedIn or on YouTube or whatever else it is. People who are using video to grow their businesses and brands and blah, 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 blah. You know, so this is where you can really start to leverage. You can leverage some of the stuff that YouTube has at least given you, right? And that's going to be, can you capitalize on at least the first couple hundred characters that will give YouTube an easier time in indexing and figuring out what this playlist is really about, have it come up in search results. You're doing yourself a disservice, people, if you're not putting something in here. As an example, one thing about me, I'm the baddest alive. Dun, 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 dun. It's been stuck in my head, man. TikTok, you don't stop. So if we take a look at, dun, 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 dun. Oh, let's just pick a random one. Here we go. Oh, look at that ambient mode. Oh, check you out. Wow, look at that. You guys, that glow that comes from the playlist thing with a bigger preview, and to see how it's like red and black and the hello, that's kind of nice. That's nice. And then also here you see the rounded corners on the thumbnails. It's a good thing I didn't have a border on those. But wow, there it is in all its glory. And then you guys can see the high contrast buttons that are more pill in shape and, you know, whatnot. Oh, hello, Lori's Tech Time. Hello, Digital Slang. Good to see everybody. All right. So, wow, what do you guys think of that ambient mode? It's kind of nice. Okay. So here, just keep in mind what you had in yours, which is interviews that will be giving you the info that you need to get to the next step of creating. Here's mine. So you decided you want to start a successful YouTube channel and you're not sure what to do next. Don't worry. I'm Shelly. I'm here, right? Okay. And I'm telling you what kind of stuff you're going to be going over. I have the unclickable link here. I'm bad. But it's not my about section. Shut up, y'all. And then, right. So at least we have a few paragraphs here of information. So we have starting YouTube content strategy, setting up a YouTube channel, how to organize a YouTube workflow. All of these things are hopefully going to get hit at some point if it is going to come up in search when someone is like, how do I start a YouTube channel? Maybe they would get how to start a YouTube channel right here popping up in their feed, right? So let's be a little bit more robust when it comes to that. I see you've been doing shorts and you've been having some success with those. So love that for you. Love that you're doing it. Live, you should probably have a huge amount of live videos considering your live streaming how-to channel. Playlists, you could probably have a few more. I bet you probably do. Here we go. You're utilizing your community tab, 2 days, 1 month, 1 month. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you are utilizing it. You don't have any friends? You don't have any other friend channels that you'd like to feature? All right. All right. Digital slaying's just over here like, okay, like you don't exist. You don't see me. Okay. Here we go. Description. Sammy Superstar. Features, tips, and tricks for starting streams and pro streamers. Okay, so that is a bare bones description that is really helping no one. Who are you, Sammy? How long have you been streaming? How many streams have you done? Saying something like, I've manned over 500 live streams, by myself. I've gotten blank amount of views. I've whatever, right? Even if it was something as a funny description of like just a kid streaming in your mom's basement. You know what I mean? Mom, the meatloaf. Help me out here with a little bit more. Give me the reasons why I want to. Maybe give yourself some accolades and kudos, right? I think we can. I don't think it. I know it. I think we can beef this up quite a bit. Okay, can we get some Wagyu beef up in here on this order stat? No vegans allowed with this like bare bones nothing. Okay, can we juice it? We're going to juice it up a little bit. So next time I see you, Sammy Superstar, I would like to see a more beefed up description. All right. Hopefully that helps. And there you go. Thank you so much. We're moving on to the next. Adam Tinkoff. Drawing an illustration. Hell yeah. All right. Let's do it. All right. We have uploads and we have shorts. We have the automatically generated playlist that YouTube has created for you and nothing else. You right. All right. So it says how I draw, worth a try. Where do I find my mom? Explain in pencil. I don't think that the explaining pencil hardness is giving exactly what you think it is because it's too small to even make out how like the differences between them. I think we could do a little bit better with this. So 30 faces in 30 days challenge. I don't know what sketchy is. Okay. Remove backgrounds free. Okay. So when you have your hands out like this, it seems to me like you're going to put something in those hands. And I was disappointed there wasn't like a word here or there wasn't something. So because I feel like you've let go of the Photopea icon and it's floating away from you in your hands. But like, so I don't think that was quite exactly the composition that we were going for. But I do like the Telegrade. You could just say Telegrade story. You don't need the how-to on this one. Let's take a look here at shorts. These are beautiful. Wow. quick portrait pencil on paper. Maybe a little bit more. So you think that some people think that you don't need to try when it comes to titles on shorts. And you still want to have them be intriguing. So just wet hair is not quite the same as some of maybe we could do a little bit better on the titling. So pencil portrait of who's this dude? Why should I care? Like, I woke up like this, Viking about to conquer the land, about to get in my, help me out just a little bit. Let's make these a little bit more intriguing because you're doing yourself a disservice because these look friggin' beautiful. Okay. So drawing with cheap pencils. Looks like $1 million to me. Pencil sketch of a bearded man. If it was like drawing John Lennon, ? So there's a few different emotions and things that people can get drawn in by, right? We've got curiosity and sometimes morbid, but sometimes you've got like that intrigue and that want to know more. So when you say something like urban sketch in pen and ink, it's not really like giving me that reason, like, can I make this cheap pencil look like, $1 million painting? I don't know. But I think that the titling is definitely also something that is needing some work. People in the chat, let me know if you agree, disagree, if you ever look at any of those types of titles. Drawing every day. Oh, nice. It says every day for 30 days. Day 2. A month ago. Where are the rest of my days, man? Because I don't know about you, but pretty sure October has more than 2 days. Pretty sure. As Halloween is on October 31st, so I would think there are 31 days, but I could be wrong. All right, so I would take a peek at this. I'm not sure if maybe just have privated or unlisted some of these videos. I want to see them. No playlists. Let's create some playlists, whether it's the Draw My Life Challenge in 30 days and then you have 30 videos, right? And if it's 30 days in January of drawing and then maybe you do it, if it was Veda or something, just vlog every day in August or April, maybe you would have that draw every day. What would that be? Data? Data. You know what I mean? If it was draw every day in August and then you have, August 2022 or something like that, days 1 through 30 or something in a sequential order, that could be really cool to log in. You could also have a challenge. It's like draw with me. If it was, I know DJ Kaufman over at Spreadshop has been doing like a prompt challenge. So it's like there's a prompt and then he's drawing something every day based on that prompt. And I don't know if he's just doing it as a challenge to himself or to a community, but if you even also did that and had people participate in it with you, if it was, let's say a live stream and you time boxed it to 10 minutes every morning or something like that, and it was just kind of your daily thing that you did for 30 days, people could tune in or catch it later, and it was like a prompt and then draw this for 10 minutes, and then you just show what it looks like at the end of the day. I think that could be like kind of a fun thing to do. Community. Adam doesn't share his community with others. Doesn't believe in that. Let's see. And the about. I'm an artist. Watch me draw. Make it stop. Make it stop. No. Y'all, we can do better. We can do better. I know all of you can do better. I am rooting for you. Let's do better. Next, hot off the press, we've got Come Get This commentary with Kiva. Kiva, 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 celebrity gossip, YouTube streets, local news, and more. And more. I like it. Commentary, live, daily uploads. All right. Okay, sweet. Whoa, what's going on here? Passes from fentanyl overdose. Not that the baby dimensions and the removal of the background has got me all kinds of like messed up. Like, what's going on over here? What's going on? Okay. Swifty Pies sues YouTuber Mary Jane by arm scamming and more. Okay, that was hard to process and digest. And this is from 2 months ago. And it's a live stream. And it's 90 minutes in length. I'm confused as to why. I would love to know the reason why this specific video was chosen. Is it the one with the most watch time? Is it the one with the most subscribers? What is the reason for this one video here? Because I would be curious why you chose a live stream at 90 minutes to be the video here. Because one thing too, hot off the press for something that was news and like exciting 2 months ago is no longer hot off the press. It's kind of like a 2-month-old special. So it doesn't seem hot off the press. It seems contradictory from the banner to me. So again, why this video? Why this video is probably a question that I would have. So as we start to take a look here, we've got past live streams. So look, you were even actually live a day ago. So this is certainly not your most recent. Shut up, I'm talking over here. Shut up, Siri. Rude. Okay, popular uploads, past live streams, uploads, shorts. I love them. Costin Mayer. Let's see here. Story time, created playlist. So we have a story time, but a lot of these videos are also like 4 years old. So I feel like you probably have newer playlists. That's 4 or 5 down. Let's take a look at these. Oh, Leslie Jordan, rest in peace. I know. So one thing that's also a little bit jarring to me is there's so much spacing line-wise in between the text, and there's something very jarring about the white text with red outline, not only for there's something about it that is just kind of like scary movie horror, like not giving exactly the right, I don't know, man. But I will give kudos for the fact that at least on some of them, there is not that much text and it's typically the same font. So there is that. But see, if you take a look here, new tattoo, who dis? So it's center, justified, and then there's quite a bit of spacing in between, but then you have scammed her subscribers. And then this one over here, throws a chipmunk tantrum over a TikTok battle. The spacing there is not the same. So it's not actually, it's not the same. And then the I will not back down, the truth will be told. Who's that? George Foreman. All right. So all of it, it's like, it's almost there because you're using the same colors, but it's not the same. Does that, like, this one's a little bit skinnier, this one's a little bit taller, this one has like the different spacing, and then we come down here and it's like based on the amount of words that you choose to use is how big the font is. It shouldn't be like that. The font should always stay the same. And so if you're finding yourself having to shrink the font because you had more words, you have too many words. So what could you do to actually make it still interesting and intriguing with the same amount of font size? Like the font size shouldn't change. It should be the same. Okay. So, Doug dropped some receipts. Kudos to you for having the text at least on the left-hand side because of the fact that, you know, timestamps and everything like that. But even here, tick user story time of horrific injuries. The spacing on there is just weird because there's too much space above of and then too little underneath horrific and injuries. And then Doug dropped some receipts. Receipts is spelled wrong too. It's just weird spacing, man. It's just a weird thing. This one actually makes sense. Faces felony conviction. A few words. They're not too long. They're justified and centered in here, and they're still missing the timestamp. Fine. Then we got over here, pressed, moist, and shameful. No, I feel like a lot of the time your thumbnails seem to be an afterthought and not the first thing. And I feel like because you're uploading daily, you're probably just trying to churn them out so you have some general principles that you're following. You know, font, red outline, stuff like that. But I feel like if you spent a little bit of extra time on this, you would have more people coming in. So here, Ray Liotta this is a different size, font, and size than the 4 new charges over here under Kevin Spacey, right? Versus over here, Protect Sergeant Jewel Scott, different font size, different. So I'm just like, I'm looking for a little bit of continuity across some of these. This is also a different red that's on the Forced Privated my video. And that's also an old YouTube logo as well. But just little things like that is what I'm seeing right off the bat here. Ringtones as interpretive dances. Lives. Come get this commentary. Let's bring that together. Come down off the top, come down off the bottom, squish it towards the middle a little bit more. Maybe left justify instead of centered on the, yeah. Over here, Hot Mess Express. Bring up Express, move over Hot Mess, yeah. Okay, let's just readability and continuity. Created playlist. Pretty, I said what I said. Pound cake and coffee. Saved playlist. Okay, all right. Community tab. All right, we've got one day ago. All right, using it. Are these your videos or these? No. 60 Minutes Australia, Black Biker TV, Democracy Now. Why are you linking to all these other people's videos and very rarely your own? Tino Marie, Tiffany J, Universal T. Don't tell me what. Nah, man. Your friends' videos, your videos, or like polls. And I'm Tyra Banks right now at the. I was rooting for you. Give me something here. Give me some other channels that you collaborate with, that you also enjoy. Build this community out just a little bit here. All right, come get this commentary. What do we got? Welcome to my channel. I'm a Michigander. Oh, okay. This channel consists of commentary. Who are you? Hi, I'm Kiva. Welcome to Come Get This Commentary, right? Welcome to my channel. I don't know who you are yet, even though I'm on your channel. Welcome to Come Get This Commentary by Kiva, or, with Kiva, whatever else it is, right? Support. Oh, stop it, people, with the unclickable links in your description box. I think people had agreed to stop doing that, at least in my mind. That's what I had said. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Business inquiries, topics, and questions that want to be discussed. No. Send me a tip or blah, blah, blah. Send me a tip or like juicy gossip, link for business email. You don't want to just have that here, because now I got a whole bunch of the nefarious purposes. You want somebody who's just going to take that and spam it against every single bad thing that you don't want to be signed up for. You give them one thing that they have to do. Click to send me a juicy tip. View email address here. All emails and their content are confidential. Yeah, send me a confidential tip. Click on the business link. Email is probably a better thing as well, okay? If your topic is in question and using video information, including your name, will remain private. Okay. FTC disclosure. You don't need to have that here. I would just leave it in the bottom of your description box. Yeah. Links. YouTube, Cash App, Linktree, Patreon, Anchor. See? All right. Come get this commentary. I hope that helps. I would, remove this. Add more about yourself. Good stuff, man. It's good stuff to see you growing. Love that for you. All right, we're next up on to, you're here. Let's see here. Yes, it makes sense. Definitely a struggle with thumbnails. Yes. Mixed with mine and some I like, but I will increase my post on my community. Yes. Awesome. Yes. Can we get some thumbs ups on this video for giving people some? And here's the thing is I'm doing this for all of my channel members, but this is all stuff that can be applied to every single YouTube channel pretty much out there, whether it's making your playlist actually make sense or having them thumbnail advice, whatever. Everyone always wants to pretend that they're a special snowflake and my channel's different, and maybe Susie Q a little bit, but for the most part, one channel review is a channel review for everybody. All right. Ins and outs of live streaming with Chantel Hills. Is that centered? Is that slightly to the right? Am I just... Okay. Chantel, let's take a look here. Talk live streaming and live video. Here we go. Join Chantel and her special guest talk about how they as a creator or business owner use live video or live streaming in their workflow. Is that all that's in the playlist? Is there more? Oh man, look at that ambient mode. It looks nice. That is nice. Look at that. I'll give it to him on that one. Yeah, that's nice. All right. And then over here, I like that you use a very consistent background on this. It makes it really easy to know that this is a specific series. That's kind of cool. I like that. You very clearly, you have the guest over here. I like this one. Go see this one, people. No major complaints with that. I mean, you could have a little less text, but all right. Money, making money on YouTube. Dun, dun. Oh, look at that. There's an ellipse. Dot, dot, dot. There's a dot, dot, dot. That means there's more, baby. Give it to me. What about if you're small or new channel, you don't qualify? Does that mean no videos in this playlist? We'll talk you through some of our options. Yes, we have more than one choice. Fudge, yeah. Fudge, yeah. All right, sweet. So one thing over here that if you guys haven't seen this, there's one video from Chantel, but Justin Brown, Discord for Creators, Senpai Gaming, Justin Brown. Oh, Shelly Saves. Hey, I thought it was Roberto's video. It's my video. Hey, look at that. So here's something. If y'all didn't know, you can make a playlist of content that is not your own, okay? You can also create these community playlists where other people can add videos onto a playlist. But here's the thing is if you are not yet, let's say, an expert on something, or if you really want to educate people on something, some specific category, you don't have to be the one to make those videos. You can compile and collate a list of videos, as she has, of people's videos that you liked. And then you can write a blurb and description about it and throw a title on it and have that be a playlist on your own channel. So if it is something like, my favorite Final Cut Pro hacks, they don't have to be from my channel. I can pull one from Hayden Hillier Smith, and I can pull one from King Tut's tutorial, and I can pull one from King Arthur Moore, or all these different editing people that maybe I like, and collate them together as a tricks and tips in Final Cut Pro type of tutorial. So they don't all have to be from you. In fact, you can make an entire playlist where none of them are from you. So keep that in mind if you are trying to build out, especially your front channel page. If maybe you don't have a ton of content yet, you could also be like, channels I like, channels that have inspired me, channels that got me started when I was a baby YouTuber, whatever it is. So you could have a couple videos there. Maybe you have Daniel Patel and me and, someone else. And so you can build it out that way. Creating a YouTube channel. Here we go. So here's another example. So create a YouTube channel. Chantel's in here. Justin Brown's in here. Nick Nimmin is in here. Video influencers. Perfect example is in here. Here's a description. There could be more, but here we go. Nick Nimmin, Justin Brown, video influencers. So there you go. It doesn't have to all be your own content. That's totally... Oh, see, here's an example. Here's an example of when you are using the rectangular border on these thumbnails, and now how it's going to look different with the new ambient mode and the rounded corners. So if you are using them, maybe you don't want to use them. Just keep in mind, it's going to look different. Okay. So let's see here. Well done on the playlist though. Chantel, I'm going to definitely give it to you. Oh, look at this. All of these are from Doug Hewson's channel. See? There you go. And software for live streaming. Hell yeah. Oh, look at that. StreamYard, EPOS Fox, Sam. So very, very many examples. So if you're looking for examples of how to start creating curated playlists, even from content that isn't your own, take a look at Chantel. She's doing a great job with that. All right. Easy to read thumbnails, kind of a pattern on those. No complaints there. Channel. Oh! We're doing all the things. We're doing them. Chantel, way to go. Actually having a channel section, highlighting other channels, maybe that getting inspiration from or that you like, maybe you're friends with. Yes, yes, yes. Love to see it. Good. Good on you. Dean Nimmin, Daniel Batal, Sama Joffrey. Yeah, look at that. Roberto's in there. Love it. Snaps for that. Good job. Don't disappoint me. There's no unclickable links in this description box, y'all. Oh, I'm feeling good about this. All right. It says, helping you take the stress out of live streaming and make videos an impact. All right. Could have a name in there. Could have a little bit. Okay. Here we go. Over the last 5 years of regular weekly live streams. Tips and tricks I've learned over the last 5 years of regularly live streaming once a week. Maybe, hi, I'm Chantel, and I help you take the stress out of live streaming, right? Maybe you could start with your value prop and then into the who you are and then how you helped. So I would have to give this one a, like, if I was giving a solid B. I don't know, y'all. I'll have a reviews in the house. Hey. Oh my gosh, can I just say that you're like, so jealous of Camp Pixel. It looks so nice. How are you, bud? How are you? Good to see ya. Dimitri Skevish. Here we go. Unnamed project. Okay, and I'm going to leave this one alone because I think they were just doing it as a support, and it's 5, 6, 10 years ago, and they're not obviously trying to. Good on you, man. 12 years, 13 years. 13 years of making content. Obviously, you're using it as more of an archival process for all of your like home movies and stuff, maybe about your family. Look at you. Yes, look at you. All right. Good job. Next, Michael Kinney. I don't know where the Mick came from. I just wanted to add it. Okay. Here we go. Michael Kinney. Video creation tips and tutorials with Michael Kinney. Again, right? We keep looking at this and we've got this section right here. Very clear, very easy to understand what kind of videos you're going to get. We don't necessarily have when, but that's okay. It's not a requirement. It's not mandatory, but I like it. And it's very clearly him. And he's pointing exactly at what he is like talking about. And Sammy Superstar, he's got 2 shoulders. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Go on, dust your shoulders off. Go on, dust your shoulders. All right, so with this one, should I upgrade from iMovie to Final Cut Pro? This one has about 20,000 views on it. If I was looking at his videos for most popular, he's got some 3 years ago. He and I have had discussions, I know, about being in the iMovie or Keynote type of niche. I think he has a course too, probably doing better than I am at it. But yeah, it's, wow, love it. Actually niching down and like going in on something. Wow, what's that like? Michael, teach me, man. I can't do it. I'm too much of a squirrel. But good on ya. Very, very easy here to take a look here. Latest uploads. We've got shorts. Yay, you're doing shorts. Oh, is this the second channel? What is this? High quality, cost effective videos and live streams. Host Michael Kinney, former award-winning broadcaster, YouTube creator, broadcaster. I'm gonna have to look at that. Okay. iMovie tutorials. Oh, no, I wasn't trying to click on it just a second. Okay, sorry. We've got YouTube video creation guides. Awesome. Apple Keynote video creation tutorials. QuickTime Player. Yes. Using kind of like a template over here. Fine. Different colored pointing. Different colored. I bet you it's the same color shirt and he's just editing it. Okay. That is a trick that most of us use. Just changing the color shirt. I might say that probably these are very text heavy and probably could either go to actually showing a little bit more of what's actually happening or just changing that, but I'm not going to begrudge you that. All right. Online video course creation. Hell yeah. Look at you. And I love this. Closed captions on a lot of these as well. So one nice thing that happens when you do closed captions and you put them on, you can use tools such as like auto translate that Google has. You can use tools like TubeBuddy for the auto translate for the titles, tags, descriptions if you want to, which can be really, really helpful. But if you do have a service, whether you're running it through Rev, Mix, Captions, or some other service, or you're manually doing it, if you do that, you do get that little extra icon, like this guy, that shows closed captions, and it can definitely help with reach, but for some retention as well, because you can actually sit there and have people who can't listen, but they can read it. Sometimes you're at a noisy workplace and you can have the audio going, and knowing that you have closed captions actually that are on there can be helpful. So good on you. It'd be nice to have them on all of it. I get it if it's not though. And So I think the last one was 10 days ago, and then you took a break for 3 months, 5 months, 5 months. So you might be head down in creating new course type stuff. I think at one point we were talking about that and you were working on courses, so I wouldn't blame you for that. Every once in a while though, maybe popping into the community tab and just making sure that you're talking to people. So it looks like regularly at least keeping people up to date here. Hell yeah. Michael, yes. Doing the things, man. Proud of you. Oh, the live shows. And I look at Ross Brand. Sweet. The only thing that I would say maybe in here is if there could be a different color maybe on some of these, because a lot of these, if I'm going to see them, I'm going to look and be like, I think I've seen it, because they all look the same. Whereas opposed to if you have a different color icon or something on screen indicating, that might help me articulate between, you know, even Keynote versus QuickTime versus Final Cut Pro versus something else. And again, not to just come up there and say this, but if we were taking a look on this homepage or something, we might say something like, the iMovie ones are more this purple color and the YouTube ones were red and the Final Cut ones were blue. And hopefully if you were looking, then you would kind of understand. There was, like, these ones were all purple. There was a rhyme and a reason behind some of that. So I'm going to come back to this channel. Heck yeah. All right. Brother Bruce, you're up next. Brother Bruce, thank you so much for being a channel member. I appreciate you. If you guys are just tuning in, we're doing channel reviews for all of the channel members. So, hopefully you guys can learn, and gals can learn a thing or two about these channel reviews from all of my channel members. All right. All right. Brother Bruce, I'm pretty sure you just support me because you're my friend. But here we go. Let's see. On the homepage, we're doing a lot of shorts, blah, blah, blah. Not that consistently. You don't have anything else on your homepage, so I might customize that to showing some stuff like... You have a lot of beautiful things that are happening on the island of Hawaii. So maybe breaking that out a little bit more. Okay, so take it. Interesting. Here's someone who has not customized their homepage, but they are doing these different playlists, right? So you can see we've got GoPro footage. We've got stuff from TikTok. We've got maybe some of these are not his playlists or like his videos inside the playlist. They're just obviously lists that have been curated. So if you are someone who wants to have stuff across the homepage, maybe have it in that horizontal manner, but like customize your homepage with more than just the automatic thing that's added, which was for shorts, right? You don't feature any other channels. It's slightly rude. All right, and you have an unclickable link in your description, which is also messed up by the fact that it also says HTTPS. So no one could click on this anyway, but it's not right. And giant hillaxing. Is that really the end of your? No way. Oh no, I think it's chillaxing, and then you actually happen to stick the YouTube link in the middle of it. So it was moments of chillaxing and then error and losing ourselves, if only for a moment in life. Yeah. Okay. And then off to TikTok and then off to Instagram. Sweet. Brother Bruce, thank you so much for being a channel member. Keely's up. Discord for creators. Discord for creators. All right. So we're taking a look here. Learn how to build a Discord community. If I was on a mobile device, it's probably from here to here, right? The extra bonus stuff that you're going to see. Look at this with an arrow over here to her server, which would make sense because it's Discord for creators. So this is her Discord. Makes sense. All right. And then this little guy is just a fun little happy bonus that you get when you're on desktop versus anything else. Keely, great smile. Looking over here, taking a look. How to use links in Discord servers. All right. And I think you only have a couple of videos here. You've got how to create need Discord and need a Discord server help. So I would assume that this is probably your channel homepage for people who aren't subscribed to you, and then maybe something else. However, I know for a fact that you've been on multiple live streams as a guest on how to build a Discord community. I know you were on my channel, in fact. So I would like to see you have, oh, I see. It's just lower. There's only one short. So, okay. So you have this new to Discord start here, but you only have one video in it. cool tricks and hacks, and then help me use Discord Live. So here's the thing is if you have a playlist that has content in it here and here, the live Q&A, here's the one here and here, right? Then what you should do is move the playlists that have content all the way across, at least into these top couple of positions, so it doesn't seem like your homepage is naked. Okay, so I would definitely just rearrange this a little bit so that, right, because the shorts one, there was only one. It made it look like this was the end of the page and there was nothing else left to see. So we have to keep scrolling to see, again, here's like one and then all this blank space over here because you only have one video in this one, and one video in this one. Give me these couple of playlists at least, shove those up higher in the mix. And then, yeah, other smart people. Yeah, look at you. Love that. Discord. Okay. That's the way. I like it. Yeah, these guest appearances and stuff that you have been on, move that into a playlist if that wasn't the playlist already. I will give you kudos for having other channels. Yes, for Doc Rock. What about Dr. Elo? Doc Rock, Doc Elo, Doc Ock. Okay, it says, if you're looking for a place to go, a vibrant community where you can provide incredible, scalable value and fulfill your intent and purpose as a content creator, we can help. I would start with Discord isn't just for gamers anymore. Okay. And you. Yes. Yes. Unclickable link. Your Discord has been an incredible ride. I think we could do better. I think we could do better on this. I like mostly where your head's at. Okay. Excellent. Keely, if you want help on writing your description, you let me know. All right, we've moved on. This is the last one. We have Annie Portalatin making home ownership possible. I don't know what having coffee has to do with buying a house. I feel like you could crop it above the coffee cup and make yourself bigger. All right. Let's take a look here. Homepage. Uploads. Shorts. Uploads and shorts. That's it. That's all we get. All right. Videos. Annie, what the frick? You haven't made a video in 3 months. You should not be in my DMs asking me about Cricut when you haven't uploaded a video in the last 3 months and you want to be on YouTube. Be a YouTuber. Now I'm starting to get pissed. Okay. Home tour, $790K in Orlando, Florida with low HOA. That is written like a real estate listing. Actually, that's a lie because real estate listings have more pizzazz. That is not an appropriate title. Look what you get for under 800K in Orlando. Okay. No one cares about the low HOA because technically, I mean, that's neither here nor there at that point. But what's interesting about this house? What's the arrow actually pointing to? Okay. If you're going to use an arrow and sometimes arrows can be great. And it's a really skinny arrow too. What are you pointing at? It looks like the bench, like for the I don't know what you're actually trying to show me in this one. So I don't know, dude. I don't know what you're trying to show me in this one. Okay. So at least in the other one, quarter acre, it makes sense to me. Oh, sprawling land, lots of whatever. What does 300K get you near Disney with land? Can you get land near Disney for under 300,000 is that question, right? You don't need moving to Kissimmee and you don't need it with a backward 2 slashes either. That is written almost like you're trying to bait the robots and not for a human. Okay. If you actually know where Disney is, then you don't probably need to say Kissimmee I guess if you're saying Florida, although it says Orlando in your title, right? Or it used to. Okay. Or it was Annie sells Orlando or something like that, right? So condos for sale in Orlando, Florida, 2022. What month in 2022? Is it the same prices in January as it is in September? No, because prices have been like cooling off because the interest rate has been going up, right? Like that doesn't help anybody. It's from 8 months ago. So it was actually, what is it now? What are we in October? So that would have been it's February. February of 2022. Those are not prices that are still now. So if we were going to talk about this, right? They were available then, but we got to work on titles, Annie. But actually, even I'm happy to work on titles with you, but you got to work on publishing more content. Okay. If I log into anywhere like Clubhouse or some Twitter space or something, and I see you in there, I'm like, get the F out of here and go make a friggin' video. What are you doing? What do you need to know moving to Florida 2022? Should I move to Florida? Why I should move to Florida? The best reasons to move to Florida? Why you shouldn't? Okay. I just no. Sorry, I'm being petulant. I'm kind of hungry. I'm starting to get hangry, so this is probably it's going to go off the rails quickly. New construction homes with low HOA. No one cares about the low HOAs. Stop it with that in Central Florida. Living in Tampa, Florida, homes under 200K. Okay, we got to work on titling. We got to work on fonts. We got to work on thumbnails. Here, quarter acre is supposed to be a big deal, right? It's exciting. It's wow. It's expansive. You're not on top of one another, and your face is like, I might kill you, and it's cut off shoulder. Okay, like. And this one is like, it looks like you're holding out the camera. You just took a still shot from the frame and then cut out the background. So if it is like home tour 7, this is luxury. This is an estate. This is like, this is exciting stuff. And your face is like, I'm staring at the sun and I'm squinting because I'm looking the wrong direction. So I don't think your face is conveying or adding much to this. A lot of the time with real estate and with food, your face doesn't even have to be in it a lot of the time, because technically you're not selling you're selling like the view, you're selling the amazing, amenities, you're selling the lot of land, all of this stuff. And so if your face is going to be in the thumbnail, it sure as well better add to the context, and it better add value. And at this point, I can't say that your face is adding value in those. Okay. If it's condos for sale in Orlando, Florida, 2022, again, your face it's kind of like a smirk. It's kind of like, if it's under 150K, that's a big friggin' deal. I'm like, wow. But if it's going to be focused, what I should be focusing on is the universal, the Florida, right? So it should be like blow the globe up to half of the like thumbnail, and then be like, even an arrow pointing to it being like, for under 150K, like that is the money shot, and not like you squinting into the sun with your hair swept off to the side because of the wind, with universal kind of, and then also cut off in the background. If this is making sense, you guys can't see that. That's not helpful. 1 second. That's not helpful. Oh, I can't. Boom. This is what I'm talking about. This thumbnail here. Universal. What you need to know about moving to Florida 2022. I would not know that that's Florida. That's just kind of a Ferris wheel in the dark. There's nothing about that screams Florida. You could have a big old Florida like map icon, an outline. And again, the face, I don't know what the face you're trying to convey here is. Okay, at least with this this one over here with a low HOA, which I still hate that. Obviously, you've got a house and you got some sky, and you could have said new construction over in where the clouds are in the top, and then had like a arrow pointing to the house. Low HOA does nothing to this thumbnail. It helps nothing. Okay. Then you have this under 200K, but you have the house blurred and then a huge tree in the middle of it. Show me the friggin' house. Show me the house. We need some work on the thumbnails, the photo selection, the face selection, the font selection. Okay. I'm trying really hard here not to get mad. All right. You're doing shorts? Where are the rest of the shorts on your homepage? Wait, when is the last one? Okay. Okay. If all you have is shorts right now, then start creating a shitload of playlists and start running them across and seeing if you can at least fill up your homepage. Because right now it looks pretty naked. Okay. Live. Huh. You went live a year ago. Okay. There's only one playlist, home buyer tips, and it doesn't look like there's any information filled out in it. There's only one video in it. There's no description. Okay. You don't share the community with anybody else. You don't. Welcome to my channel. All right. Realtor, license, email. Take your email out of here and put it down in the email section. You have a lot of information because you're legally required to. I get that. But like, I don't think that this description is serving you. Welcome to my channel. Who are you? Who are you helping? Where are you located? Right? If you're looking for new construction in Orlando, you need to talk with me. My name's Annie. I specialize in new home construction in Orlando. Okay. You need to give people this information. So there's that. All right. We're going to come back here. Everyone, what do we think of YouTube channel reviews? If you want to get in on this for the next time around, make sure that you are not only subscribe, if you want to be a channel member. That's how I selected people for this round of channel reviews. All right. And I hope you know, yes, I may be hangry, but I just want the best for everyone. I want you to succeed. All right. That's who I am. If you want to become a channel member, make sure you do that. If you want to follow along on social media, make sure you do that. Follow me one of these places. All right. It's a fun time. All right. And until next time, there's also going to be a different off-schedule live stream next week, because next week I'm going to a family reunion, so Triple T won't be on Thursday. It'll have to be on a different day. I'll keep you guys aware of that. You guys can vote. I'll put it in the community tab on which day that would be best to make up that live stream for y'all. All right. Until then, I hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in a video very soon. Bye, y'all.